Earlier this summer, the Miami Heat weren't just in pursuit of another star player as was chronicled, with them being deep in the conversation for the Kevin Durant and Donovan Mitchell trade rumors. However, we then learned that the Heat's discussions were never that deep for these trades. Other moves we know that the Heat looked at was to find another ball handler. They were known to have inquired about Dejounte Murray before he was dealt to the Atlanta Hawks. John Wall was a name discussed as well before he signed with the Los Angeles Clippers. However, no acquistion, and the Heat remain with a similar roster to last season. Now, we are a week into the 2022-23 NBA season, and the Heat are 1-3 and have some definite needs for improvement. The power forward position remains a question for the Heat, but the plan seems to be to give Caleb Martin a good chance at winning that position. But there are still moves the team can do to achieve depth. Aside from power forward, they also have a giant question mark with Duncan Robinson and his $90 million contract. Currently, he is averaging under 12 minutes per game and has fallen out of the starting lineup and almost the rotation. What the Heat do with him is one of this season's greatest unknowns. Eastern Conference executive on potential Robinson move. Heavy Sports NBA insider Sean Deveney spoke with some executives around the league about some of the ongoings in the league. One of the things the executive gave a status update on is where the Heat stand with Robinson, and while trading him may be an answer, they want to get the right value for the undrafted forward. The problem is they do not want to just dump him for not much in return. They could get a rebuilding team to take him on, like in Oklahoma City or San Antonio, and they'd hold on to him for a year, then trade him again over the summer like we've seen the Thunder do so many times. But the Heat would have to send Robinson and a pick out to do that, and they are not interested in that. If they can get back a player who can help them, like Josh Richardson in San Antonio or Terry Rozier from the Hornets, they would have to be willing to put up that draft capital. They can make both of those deals pretty much straight up or include Omer, Yurtseven if they need to, the Eastern Conference executive told Heavy. In any Robinson deal, the Heat would likely have to include a draft pick because of the forward's large contract, and they are currently unwilling to do so. But he did note two potential players that could find themselves on the trade block that could entice the Heat to make a deal, and that is a reunion with former Heat-started Josh Richardson and Terry Rozier from the Charlotte Hornets. Josh Richardson or Terry Rozier to South Beach. Both players are intriguing for a potential Heat trade. Richardson showed flashes during his time for the Heat, but ultimately it seems he regressed, which may have led to his trade. It's hard to see that being something they explore. It feels like if they wanted him they would have kept him in South Beach. Rozier, though, is an interesting fit. He brings scoring and playmaking to the Heat backcourt. So far this season Kyle Lowry has struggled, and Rozier could be a solid second option for the Heat to explore. He's had a fantastic start of the season and is averaging 23.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 8.5 assists for the Hornets. Charlotte looks like it may be due for a rebuild after some off-the-court drama that is ongoing, and it may be the time to deal for a player like Rozier.